Trumpets still on.
I'm fine, dude.
Welcome to Drivetime 4. It's dark out, but I'm not phased. I've got so much stuff now my bag has turned up. I feel so completely prepared. Unlike me, I don't ever feel this prepared. We're on already, guys.
Right, who's in what position today? I'm having front foot load.
Oh, let's get you guys set up here on the dash. Sorry. There we go. We're in. Already pulled him out from the white. You are such a ledge.
Right, let's fucking have a proactive day today with no blisters, please.
No blisters. Bit late for that, dog.
No, I was only put it on because I know the camera's rolling. We've had a big day.
My coat in there?
Turn light on. Yeah. Not on feel, no.
Nissan, start. Oh,
Yes,
how cool is that? Voice control. Wow. I like it like this. It's a bit more raw and real.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Very raw and real. And we've got quite a lot to chat about in today's episode, haven't we, Oz?
We actually have. We really have.
Literally loads. So much so it might have to be a two-parter.
Do you reckon?
Oh, you know, there's a lot to...
Might have to go for a drive at lunch. Oh, to Red Rock Cafe. Oh, are we actually gonna? No. No.
I don't think so. The boss is on a budget this year.
Right, what went on yesterday? Talk us through it.
What should we start with?
I think we start with
The
what
first
we
job.
started with, first job. So we were rushing in the morning, weren't we?
Well,
We were rushing in the morning to get to the shoot. The shoot is a new addition. I don't know if we've talked about it yet. I think we should talk about it in detail.
We were waiting to see if it was on.
Yeah.
And then after having a little scouting mission, we've all decided...
Weird.
That's me.
That's a seatbelt safety warning. It's doing it a lot.
So yeah, after a little scouting mission, we all came to the conclusion that it was on. And for the sake of the fact that we dug with Jordy in 2018.
Hey, that's a great idea, Deeks. Bring it all the way back to then. So, Jordy in 2018, he built a really ambitious line, and he had the top section, it was all dialed, and he got down to basically by our canyon landing, didn't he?
Yeah.
He ran out of time. He had this really ambitious shoot, and came to you, Bren, and said, can he use your shoot, didn't he?
Yeah.
And like Jord was like, much like our team, I think they did full top to bottom line without sharing any features, and it was obviously like important to them as well, which is stupid because it's like, it's whatever you make it, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it was important to those guys, so he didn't want to ask you, did he? He was like, he's such a lovely bloke, and he kind of, I remember him approaching really
tiptoed up,
sheepish.
yeah.
And you're on about a bloke who's literally the biggest man mountain there.
Face
Yeah.
tattoos a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So you agreed to have him share your shoot, basically, didn't you?
Yeah.
And he was obviously super uncomfortable about it, and actually didn't end up doing it. I don't know if you remember, but he ended up like getting to the top and then celebrating, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because he hadn't tested it, and it's kind of actually Jordy's 2018 run is sort of what you have nightmares about. If you, as a digger anyway, it's like just not getting it done in time, and probably for you as well. It's like, must have been a horrible feeling. So now we've gone on 6 years, and as a tribute, I guess, wanted to get George's drop finished, which I think is really quite, I think it's quite cool, isn't it?
Definitely, and when we attacked it, I was like, oh, this will probably be half a day to get it looking feasible, but we've done 3/4 of a day yesterday.
Yeah.
And it still looks completely unfeasible
And then I suppose
at the minute, so we've got a lot of picking to do.
And we better chat about yesterday's
Back on the
digging
rock
before
bars.
I mean, it is so from the top. When those guys took on that as a project, it will have looked completely like totally unfeasible in every single way. Like they've carved out a giant proportion of the mountain, like the sort of digging at Rampage that takes loads of time and you never really see.
Yeah.
And then
And there's horrible rock in there as well.
oh, horrible. Talk about, is it igneous or is it metamorphic?
Don't know, I have to ask Manon again, will
Yeah, I think it might be metamorphic, but like you get to these layers of white rock and they're so pointlessly hard. Like what we were chipping away at yesterday was just pretty horrific. What was that?
Say not those frogs again, Brendan.
Sure. What it was actually.
So we got roped in first thing, and we could just dangle ourselves down the cliff and find out if it was possible. And sort of as we went, we kind of decided it was possible, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, you did anyway.
And then now we're all systems going. We've got to commit.
Yeah. And
Which is like sort of like the scariest thing to do. Over here, because once you commit, once you put all your time and effort and brain power and physical power into something, then to get to finish it and then get to the point where you wouldn't jump it, where you wouldn't drop in, is like more of a man than, like, you know what I mean, putting your boys through weeks of work and then be at the top and be like, guys, I don't want to do this.
Literally putting blood into it.
Yeah.
Hey, Ollie.
So it means we're gonna ride down it. Oh, I'm sorry.
So we need to get your bum mic'd up, I think. We need to get a butt mic for your bum. It's obviously got a lot to say this morning.
All our farts are so synchronised, aren't they? With like the smell.
Oh my God. Doesn't feel that way this morning, I don't think. It feels like yours has got a lot to say.
One-way traffic at the minute, mate.
So
Freedom,
so we basically spent all of yesterday until lunch dangling off ropes. Actually, more than that. And the thing about rope work is you spend it's such slow progress, and it's so difficult to move around on those cliffs. So you and I started the day and we were trying to we had deeks at the top, filling sandbags and sending them down, and then that was too difficult. It was too much weight through the ropes. So then we ended up on a shelf trying to fill them as we go.
So hard to fill a sandbag. If you try to fill a sandbag by yourself, it's one of the hardest things to do. And it makes you feel so. That might be, please.
Makes you feel so weak.
Yeah, and like you actually need 3 hands, don't you?
Yeah, totally. And the other thing is, like, so really when you're on a rope, you want to be hanging into your harness, so backwards into your harness, but then obviously that means the rope is directly in the swinging line, so you don't know whether you have your hands both one side, have the tool the other side of the rope. It's boring stuff, but if you imagine hanging yourself from a rope with a pick and trying to get any power through it into this white rock, it's really, really difficult.
Because the rope's directly in front of you. It's just this savage,
Yeah, it sucks. So we spent a long time doing that yesterday.
It feels like every movement is compromised. You're like, your feet are you're stuck on your feet in like weird positions.
Yeah.
You just get feet cramps and all sorts,
So I basically I thought I'd film, yesterday I thought I'd film kind of like a raw digging video on chest camera. So I was filming, I think I was just down on the ropes on my own, and I was filming me chipping away to kind of really try and capture the misery of it.
Yeah.
And as I was doing it, like blood started splashing on my arm. And if I'm perfectly honest, at the start I was like, wow, this is really going to make quite wild footage. I've got like white Walmart shoes on, there's blood splatting on the go of my arm. And then anyway, so I got that. I'll put that footage up because it's quite funny. I'll probably put it in another video. We carry on the day. My nosebleed stops. Nothing happened. Rock didn't hit me. Anything like that. It's like rumours go around in the comments that the rock bar went up my nose. It is a big nose, I know, but like it wasn't a rock bar. It's just a nosebleed. I think it's because it's like dry heat.
Yeah.
So nosebleed 1 was not a problem for us yesterday. It was bearable, wasn't it? It was like, if anything, it just was
quite theatrical.
It was theatrical and it was funny, and we could carry on. Nosebleed 2, however,
not so long.
Nosebleed 2 was so much blood, eh? And I couldn't stop it.
And it didn't stop, no.
No, I couldn't. Like if I put my head back and held my nose, I've been sent so many tips, direct message tips, nosebleeds.
I was going to say, all the first aiders will tell you never to do that.
What,
They'll
pull
always-
it back?
Yeah, they always say lean it forward. They
Well,
changed it.
Yeah, well, so when I go back, or when I like hold my nose, then it all goes down my throat and I start coughing. And then when I go forwards, it honestly just felt like it was free flowing out of my nose. So I didn't know what to do, and I went up the rope, and I felt like, if I'm honest, I felt a bit like, I don't know whether it was just because there's so much blood, but you feel a bit like, oh,
Like-
something's going wrong here.
A bit lightheaded. And
Yeah.
the heat doesn't help.
Yeah, definitely. So I had to clock out, and it was at that point the healthinator kicked in. Poor Bren was left on the ropes on his own.
Swinging
He had,
around.
He had no one there to help. The healthinator kicked in.
I did try to fill a sandbag by myself on a ledge, and it didn't work. So luckily, Deeks manned up, and his
Deeks?
fear of heights disappeared.
Where is your fear of heights gone all of a
Right,
sudden?
I've always said this, and I'll make it quite clear
Please,
to the
yeah.
listeners.
Yep.
That is that I hate swinging off edges without a safety harness, man.
Okay.
You two have got no fear of that, and I think it's absolutely crazy. However, if I'm in a harness or abseiling, I really don't mind. It's weird.
Weird, the vertigo just goes
The
away
vertigo
when it.
literally goes because you know you've got some sort of.
Yeah. So would you say
Safety
it's like selective vertigo?
Yeah, I
or would
would.
you?
If
Yeah,
it- if
To
okay.
be fair, he did a good stint yesterday.
Dude,
We haven't-
absolutely.
we
but I
haven't got
thought,
onto that yet.
dude, I
That's
thought,
the afternoon
yeah,
section.
exactly. We need to dig him first.
Yeah,
Really
dig-
give him, yeah, dig
The
him.
praise sandwich. Put me down and then. bring
Yeah,
me back
exactly.
Up, you know?
So, should we carry on digging him for a bit
Yeah.
longer?
Yeah,
or?
yeah.
Yeah, basically, I hate the rock bar, so yeah, I'd sort of have selective. What's the word?
Vertigo.
Vertigo. Yeah.
And fear of
But anyway, the
the
man
fear
was
of
down.
vertigo and the fear of hard work both disintegrated.
You know, you're a team player at the end of the day. That's what makes this team so good. So one of the wingmen are down. You've just got to step up to the plate and make it happen. You know, and that's exactly what we tried to do.
You look like Action Man yesterday, dude.
You know, well, it was only because the cowboy man was there, and as a former Marine, that's also one of the rope guys, so I couldn't let the side down really. So it was
And
like-
there was a photographer looming, waiting for the light that you kept looking
well,
over at.
that's in the afternoon, and we'll talk about that.
What?
Obviously,
Oh
the
yeah,
other
you went on the
feature.
rope twice.
Dude, once
Yeah,
we got him
dude.
on the ropes, we couldn't get him
Oh,
off. He
okay.
became the ropinator. The healthinator became the ropinator.
We can leave you on the rope today with a rock bar, actually.
Maybe not the rock bar, but yeah, I'll be on the rope. What it is just too much risk of like chopping myself off the hill. Just
Hey.
go straight through the rope.
I was at the bottom of that. I was at the bottom of that drop, at the bottom of that cliff, and honestly, I was welling up at the sight of you, putting all of that power, all of that grunt, straight into the mountain.
But it's good.
And
It's good.
Deeks, eventually, you won man of the match, absolutely fair and square, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Which no doubt you can see on some of our vlogs.
And he was rewarded for it.
He was rewarded.
I was stoked. Got a little trophy off the boys.
I actually, you did actually look genuinely stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, probably not for this podcast, but Olly gave me a Barbie trophy once for a 360 to dirt, and that's still in the trophy cabinet.
Dude, I know you like
Yeah, I
trophies,
love a
that's the
good
thing.
trophy,
I know
dude.
you like trophies. Where did your passion for trophies come from, do you think?
I don't know, mate. Just I'm a bit of a hoarder with trophies, isn't I? You know?
Yeah, we'd noticed, yeah.
But anyway, right, let's move it on. So that is Jordy's rock.
I literally couldn't find one of my trophies I've
No,
ever
that's
had.
a few World Cup ones as well. Probably the skip or something. So we ended up doing that. Then we went down for lunch. If we're honest, lunch wasn't as good as previous days. It was a
Oh, we
big-
do food
big
reviews.
slab. Maybe we should actually. Maybe it should be the little segment. Food review today or yesterday wasn't quite the best. The big slab sandwich. The day before we
Actually,
had
it
like
was crap, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
Anyway, the day before we had nice broccoli, sort of salad, all good. And then after lunch,
It's
we
actually food reviews.
well,
Yeah.
if you look at all my vlogs, in every day we also always have to have a food review of some sort.
I wonder why. I wonder if that's why you only get 5,000 views on them.
Anyway, moving on. We then headed up the hill to look at a new potential feature, and that's where you went up there, Brendan, and had a little look at various bits and
huge line change.
Yeah, we've got a huge mix up actually. We're using a completely different part of the hill.
Yeah.
And I think from we weren't going to get a DJ's line. We aborted that because it pulls us into the wrong part of the hill. We need to traverse across the hill more. So we found a really cool little option, little bench, an exposed bench with a drop off in it.
I can't believe you're going to ride your bike down there. The edge the precipice that you're teetering on is quite horrific, isn't it?
Yeah.
You worried about it?
Always there's like elements of like what ifs, but no. I think I'm really excited to hit the berm afterwards. So the excitement of smashing the berm, outweighs the fear of falling off the cliff.
Yeah.
Which is not great, is it?
No, it's good. It's good. So we end up yesterday. You basically find yourself on like if you imagine a side of a hill that you honestly can't stand on, you can't move. So then digging a landing starts with digging a flat spot for your feet to go, quite literally. So then we end up, I don't know if this is boring or interesting, but
see it in the vlog.
Can you see it in the vlog? Yeah.
You can see it in the
Perfect. So you end up like benching something out, putting your paving slabs down, and then we're building a retaining wall. We actually got it nearly quite a good level yesterday, didn't we? And then we can hopefully head up there. We'd probably do a carbon copy of yesterday today, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Spend as much time in the shade as possible.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think we spend a couple of hours at the top.
Yeah.
Chipping away at that rock in the middle of Jordy's run up.
Yeah.
We can clear the run up out a bit.
Yeah.
And then I think we get on the landing.
Mate, we got a good day. We'll have some stuff hopefully polished up.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thanks for joining us again on another Drive Time episode. Hopefully the sound's better. Hopefully we're getting better at it. I don't know if we are, but we're trying.
Hopefully we are.
Yeah. Make sure you check out everyone's vlogs, everyone's channel. Davey's actually put together like a place where we put all of the content on the Ride Companion. Also available to listen on the podcast app, just in case you're on your way to work or whatever, and you might want to listen to us talking about farts and digging, because it's pretty much all we got right now.
And food reviews.
Yeah, food reviews and nosebleeds. Thanks for joining us. Peace and love. Catch you on the next one.
Peace.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Ready? An echo?
Yes, dude.
Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, they're off.
We're on. It's 13 stone 50.